Come with me to explore the underwater domain. You will be amazed. Subscribe to my channel.
You will witness me swimming without any protection during feeding frenzy with lemon sharks. If sharks really meant to attack people, these images would not be possible. Be safe, prepared, and aware.
The water explodes into motion as a dozen lemon sharks surge in from every direction, the swirling, golden-brown bodies of lemon sharks glinting in sunlit water, darting through a cloud of bait fish. Powerful bodies twist through clouds of bubbles, jaws snapping with lightning precision. Each shark fights for its share, driven by instinct and adrenaline. The frenzy lasts only seconds, then silence returns, leaving the ocean calm once more. A lemon shark feeding frenzy is one of the most intense and visually striking underwater events you can witness. Lemon sharks are usually calm, but when food is introduced, their competitive instincts kick in fast. Feeding frenzy happens when multiple sharks compete going after the same food source in a small area, often fish scraps or bait, resulting in high-speed movement, splashing, and jaw-snapping action. During a frenzy, their normally cautious, calm behavior shifts to high-energy competition. They make fast, powerful movements, snapping at prey, and sometimes each other, creating a chaotic but short-lived burst of activity. Lemon sharks are carnivorous predators that feed mainly on bony fish, like jacks, mojaras, mullet, stingrays, and smaller sharks, crustaceans and squid, occasionally. A feeding frenzy typically follows a cascade effect. 1. Chemical trigger: the smell of blood, scent, or fish oils activates their olfactory sensors. High concentration of bait, fish scraps, chum. 2. Aggregation: sharks converge on the source, often from long distances. 3. Group feeding behavior, where one shark's attack stimulates others to strike. Stimulus-response loop: as one shark strikes, the sudden motion triggers nearby sharks to attack too. 4. Resolution: once the food source is depleted, the frenzy stops almost immediately. Unlike the dramatic scenes shown in movies, most lemon shark frenzies last less than 30 seconds intervals, participant 5 to 20 sharks, and minimal aggression and coordination observed turn-taking behavior. They recognize and prefer certain individuals. Their feeding frenzies are organized, with sharks taking turns or spacing out when possible. This makes them an interesting case of cooperative competition. They fight for food but rarely injure one another seriously. Feeding frenzies might look violent, but they're vital for marine ecosystem balance. During feeding frenzies, they display clear dominance hierarchies, taking turns or asserting priority access to prey. Lemon sharks have shown impressive learning ability and memory skills. They can learn through conditioning, for example, associating sounds, divers, or objects with food rewards, and display behavior accordingly. Their ability to retain learned behaviors lasts for months, indicating long-term memory. They are problem-solving. They can navigate mazes and remember routes, demonstrating spatial learning. This skill helps them navigate complex reef and mangrove systems in the wild. The social structure and intelligence of lemon sharks is among the few shark species known to form stable, strong social groups. Juveniles often gather in nurseries where they interact, learn, find feeding grounds, or avoid predators, and even develop hierarchies. Adults show associative preferences, recognize individual sharks, prefer specific companion, meaning they tend to hang out with familiar individuals rather than random sharks. They defend group members of external aggressors such as unfriendly divers, suggesting a level of social cognition uncommon in fish. Never be aggressive or hostile towards a lemon shark. This can trigger a defensive response bite, not only from the shark you have bothered but also from other members of the group. Lemon sharks are often described as friendly because they are a social, curious, and relatively docile species with a large brain size that allows for complex learning and social interactions. They form social networks and prefer groups, especially when young, which can make them more likely to approach divers without fear or agitation. However, lemon sharks are still wild predators with a high prey drive and sharp teeth, and interactions should be approached with caution. Lemon sharks are highly social, forming strong social bonds and complex social networks, preferring to interact with other lemon sharks their own size. Their large relative brain size is linked to their complex social behaviors, including the ability to learn from social interactions and cooperate with others. They are naturally curious and exhibit a cautious but curious demeanor, which often leads them to investigate divers, rather than flee or attack. Docile nature and interaction with humans. Lemon sharks are among the more docile and friendly shark species, and they are known to approach humans. Their docile nature and social traits allow them to be approaching by divers and swimmers may be due to curiosity and their social nature. Caution is advised. Still predators. Despite their friendly reputation, lemon sharks are still wild predators with a high prey drive, sharp teeth, and they can bite you. People should never assume they are friendly and should always maintain a safe distance when in the water. Never touch, corner or harass sharks, they can easily get stressed or feel threatened. Not true friendship. Their behavior is not a sign of true friendship but rather a reflection of their natural social behaviors.
Sharks are gentle and ruthless, powerful and vulnerable, frightening and mysterious. Fearsome monsters and venerated spirit beings that protect people. Perhaps the most feared, misunderstood, neglected creature on the planet.